Yo, we are back with some more Meal Solutions vs. Smokester Best of 10 action. All right, so we are all tied up now, 4-4. I won the last game, which was what, game 8, right? Yeah, game 8 on V Great Divide 2. It was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't feeling too good going into it, considering I had never played the map before. But hey, um, I had a little gamble play and it paid off, and we move. So for game number 9, to either ensure I at least get 5 wins or make it impossible for me to get 6, it'll be on Sim Claustrophobia. Now, I did do some fact checking, and sure enough, Smokester has never lost in Claustrophobia, at least in a 1 vs. 1 setting. So I'm I don't know. That's going to be tough. But I have recently played a game against Redox where sorry Redox, I just completely smashed you. So I'm feeling pretty good going into this game. I think I have a decent idea of what Smokester will be doing. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But yeah, this was played in the 2 vs. 2 tournament, so everybody, pretty much all the active players have some good amount of games on the map. And then we will leave Crystal Maze for the final of the series. But yeah, feeling good about claustrophobia, so here we go. All right, here we are. Good old sim claustrophobia. And guess what? I actually remembered to swap over to the screen the game this time. There's been a few times where in Streamlabs OBS I haven't swapped the scene to the game. So uh, when I did it for the tournament, there were a couple times where we just had to completely re-record. And in the last game for Great Divide 2, I actually just re-recorded the video and tried to sync it up with the audio. So there were some times where like you would hear like me clicking on the keyboard or doing like the mini map, mega map, and it wouldn't line up. That's why. But anyway, so I'm in bottom right, Smokester's in top left. I do a play to get my lab out a little bit quicker. Um, and yeah, so I've already watched this back. Um, and one thing I noticed right off the bat was Smokester kind of messed up his lab here. I don't know why he canceled it and then wanted to reclaim a couple more, maybe to give him some more space. I don't really know. But my thing was I wanted to go for, similar to Great Divide 2, I wanted to get out some AKs, relatively early. Because in the games that I had watched, what would happen was Smokester would send a con out like this way, and then a con out like this way, and have them reclaim in the corners. And by doing that, being completely uncontested in the corners, he'd get a lot of good metal value out of it. So what I was doing was I was hoping that I would be able to get some AKs out kind of soon and be able to pick off one of these cons on the way there, or ideally both. But yeah, so right now, I'm getting up my initial cons to start reclaiming, building mexes, etc. And now I'm going to get out my AKs. And I believe Smokester just goes all cons. All cons all the time. Ultimate build power. Get all of these spires, or whatever the heck they're called, rocks. Get them all reclaimed as fast as possible. Yeah, you can see he's already starting another lab. I probably will relatively soon. And he's probably ahead of me on metal because I spent not dot metal, dot total. Yeah, he's about, no, I'm ahead. Interesting. I wonder if the mexes played a role in that. But I was thinking that since I spent the time building these, he would have had more time to actually reclaim and be a little bit ahead. Yeah, so there we go. One thing to note here is he's using cons to power out this lab and keeping his commander on the original lab. I did not do that. I used my commander here and only had one con guarding this lab during that time, so he was probably able to get out a couple more cons than me in that time. Let's do quick units. 31, 25. Okay, so yeah, the difference is my AKs, and you can see what I'm doing here is I'm trying to spread out to be able to find the con that I'm pretty sure is coming down here. Oh, and another thing that I noticed is with his labs, what he'll do is he'll have one on cons, one lab stream units down this way, the other lab stream units this way. So when I was thinking about setting up defenses, yep, and I find the con, yay. When I was thinking about setting up defenses, I was like, I'm gonna try to do MTs here and here, and then have my units come up like in the middle. So unit coverage would defend here, and then static defenses on the sides. That was my plan. And let's see if we can turn this volume down a bit. Not music sound. Here we go. Okay. Alright, so my initial AKs are gone. I was able to take out the con. Right now, I think we're doing okay. I am still up in metal. He's up on energy. He does have a good bit of AK streaming at me, so that's something to worry about, but I am starting to get up some static D. That's good. I have a radar, so I should see these guys coming relatively soon. Maybe not if they come down here. Yeah, we're both getting up advanced. I have 3 cons guarding my con lab. I should probably either have 4 or just my commander, because I want more cons coming out to be able to do stuff. And another thing is you can see that my metal is too high. It should not be that high. I need to get out more energy so that I can power out more labs, more build power. And I should not have let these guys get through. That's unfortunate. So yeah, you can see that I was late on my reaction, which let them get through. So that'll probably, this guy, I don't know, will probably die. Yeah, he's dead. Does this one die too? No, I saved them. Yeah, not bad. That initial defense wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst either. I lost 1 con. You know, got some decent metal. It's okay. Yep. I'm doing alright. But, alright, so another thing, what happened was I freaked out at the amount of units coming towards me, and I swapped my other lab back to AKs. So during this time, he's pumping out 2 labs of units and a lab of cons. Whereas I only have 2 labs working at all, total, and they're both on units. So, what are the implications of that? Right now, he's already overtaken me on metal. He's putting out more cons, he's doing more reclaim. Like, look at his area compared to mine. Look at all the structures I still have. And on top of that, I'm constantly building static D. And he's not, he's just doing reclaim. Well, he has a few LLTs there. But he's doing reclaim and building. So, oops, what did I notice that? Okay. So it's not looking good already. Just the one simple thing of swapping this lab to AKs instead of cons is already hurting me. Like, he's only gonna get, the spread of metal is only gonna get higher because he's already putting out mohos. And I am just now gonna be getting to doing stuff with my advanced lab. Otherwise, I've done a decent job of defending his raiding attempts. He realized that I had like this area kind of locked off, so he was trying to go towards the middle. I'm trying to counterattack over here. It'll be interesting to see if I get anything done with that. Because getting these 3 cons would be nice. Oh, he noticed. Yeah, look at that. Intercepting these units is good. I should be okay defending that. I don't know that's coming there. I lost my forward radar. Yeah, I wasn't even able to get any con. Unfortunate. Yeah, I intercept that. Take out all them. This is what I was talking about. Look at this con, what he's been able to do. You can see his route. And I had units up there because I figured he would be coming. And I thought, nope. I was like, nope, it's not there. I didn't bother to actually look and check for the reclaim to see, you know, where he was. Does he get found? Maybe not. Alright, but look. If you look at my area, there's still a whole ton of rocks. Over here, a lot less. And like I said, he's getting up his mohos, starting a fusion already. He's got pyros coming out. I bet the resources are, yeah, 5k, so it's spreading. I'm starting on my mohos. One thing that I found rather frustrating was these down here. I could not reclaim them with the snapping feature turned on from the 4.6 patch. Like, let's see. If I would go to reclaim these, like, it won't let me. Like, I click and it just like disappears. Or like it doesn't, the action never happens. So those cannot be reclaimed. Well, I should rephrase that. They cannot be claimed with the snapping feature turned on. All right, so from like a neutral viewer's perspective, Smokester's clearly in the lead. He's got tier 2 units coming, yeah, over here. He's got a solid line of units coming right down the middle. He's up a decent amount on metal income, and it's only going to continue to go in his favor. But, you know, crazier things have happened than, you know, someone coming back from a deficit. Like, I've been comm sniped all you know, a lot and stuff, so It could happen. And he really hasn't done like any damage to any of my critical infrastructure. Like, he hasn't killed a lab. He hasn't, you know, severely taken down my economy. You know, he's killed a bunch of cons. But, you know, nothing too substantial. The main thing that's happening is that he is just able to do more than I am. One thing that I didn't realize until I watched the replay last time are these cons here. They're on a patrol. So what it's supposed to be is that they all show the way it's supposed to work is that they doesn't look like it updates them. Okay. If they're on hold position, they prioritize reclaiming instead of trying to repair units. You know, it should be you set them on patrol, and if a unit walks by, they'll kind of ignore it and just reclaim. Well, I was forgetting to set hold position on a lot of my cons. So earlier, you saw my units walking by, and my cons were just like trying to follow them to try to repair them. And, you know, I didn't have enough cons as it was. And then when I had them not doing what I wanted them to do, that just made things even worse. But yeah, Smokester's, he's solidly in the lead. Like, there's no reason he should lose this game. It would be me pulling out a miracle to win. So like, let's say I get out some bombers and take out his fusion, or, you know, just take out his labs and immediately push. Kind of like in the Great Divide 2 game. Like that sort of thing can happen in theory. But am I going to do anything? Because right now it kind of looks like I'm just like holed up here and not trying to really do anything to break out. And he's starting to find little holes to poke in. Like right here, he's going to be able to get these guys. Like, there's MTs here. Those are just AKs. They were pyros, that would have been a bit worrisome. But he's stretching me out, and then coming right down the middle with, albeit AKs, but still. He's prodding, probing, all that good stuff. Yeah, starting a cloaked fusion metal maker. Yeah, I bet he's probably like 10k up on metal now. 16. No, what? 26. Yeah, nice. Yeah, look at all those. Yeah, so he's not able to close the game out just yet. I'm doing just enough to hold him off from getting to my critical infrastructure. Seeing that's brutal. I don't want to see that. And like knowing that I'm stalling on metal and those cons are all just sitting there, that's hard. I figured it out. Got them patrolling. Yeah, he's getting close now. He's starting to break through. This is a bit nerve-wracking. I have 2 labs out, 2 advanced labs. He has 3. So doing cans and dominators. Once those get going, it'll be really bad. It shall be so bad. Yeah, these cons completely uncontested. You know, they're just doing their little patrolling, getting up all that reclaim. He had one con go down through the middle like that, and I think it actually got to like here, before it died. Let's see, what's his radar coverage like? Do I have an advanced up? Yeah, I do, okay. I don't think I was actually going to try to do like a raid with this. I think I'm still trying to find the cons up here. And having the MTs is nice, but you know, all the rocks, they do block a lot of the missiles from hitting. But again, like, you know, I'm down bad. I'm behind. You know, I can't deny it. But I've stopped every one of his attacks. He'll have some heavy hitters coming in here soon. But, you know, I've held my own so far. Like, if I can, let's say I got up a Timmy and got a couple lucky shots, the game could change instantly, you know? I was very surprised that these were able to even get this far. But even still, I don't think I got... Maybe I found one. Maybe that was it. I was going to say, I don't think I got any of the cons I was looking for. I think that was one. 104. Maybe. I don't know. And I defended enough where I thought I should try to apply some sort of pressure. So I was going to... Why did I turn around? I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to group these up. I can't remember. Or it was either that... No? I don't know why I did that. It's like, that's not too terribly much for a bunch of pyres to go through. Let's see, I'm getting up another lab. Finally, my third advanced lab. I haven't really had enough metal to be able to actually run it yet. And I'm starting to get a few mohos up and getting more reclaim done. My attacks, you know, they didn't do anything. I really should have just came in through here. Yeah, I mean, for as bad as I'm playing, with managing my cons and economy. Oh, that, I don't know. So, you see, oh my god. And that's it, I lose. Oh, man. Good game. Alright, so let me explain this. The keyboard commands, you can do Control B, which will pull up an idle con. Control A selects every unit. Control W selects like all attacking units, right? Control F, that pulls up an idle lab. So a lot of times what I would do is if I'm building a lab, I'll hit Control F when it completes to, you know, open it up right away and start building stuff. So what I did was I had a lab selected. I went to Control F to try to bring up a new lab, and I accidentally missed the F key and hit Control D, which is self-destruct. So in that time, I realized what happened, and I went Control A and then Control D, which what should happen is if you accomplish that in the correct sequencing, is if you hit Control D again, it'll cancel the self-destruct. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but the lab still exploded. So I was unable to cancel the self-destruct because when I hit Control D was like a split second after it exploded. So what did I do before that? I hit Control A to select everything, select all units. So to try to cancel the self-destruct, I selected every unit, then Control D. What did that do? It told every unit to self-destruct. And I was so like frazzled. Like I saw my lab die. I saw the cans and dominators coming in. Like, and I could hear the countdown going like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But my brain just could not process like what the heck do I do? How do I manage all this crap? So I just kind of like froze. and then I see everything explode, and you know the little you lose screen or whatever comes up, and I'm like, man, come on. You know, realistically, I wasn't going to win that game, but to like lose like that by self-destructing all of my own stuff, that that was brutal. Yeah, pretty funny, but that was hard. So yeah, you can see here the metal produced, he outproduced me by what, 31k. Um, I had more kills than him, believe it or not, because he just had that many more units. He was able to produce enough to just keep throwing at me, and it didn't hurt him at all. I accessed metal. There were a couple times where I think one time I was bottlenecked on energy, so I literally couldn't spin my metal. And then at the beginning, I didn't have enough cons doing like building. So my reclaim was overtaking my build power. And that was exacerbated when I swapped my lab over to AKs. And I wasn't building more cons to do stuff. So, you know, things compound, little tiny mistakes here and there causing problems. And that led to him getting a resounding victory. So, what does that do to the scores? Let me pull it up. Here we are, the updated graphic. You can see here the X over claustrophobia means that I took a loss. So we are at MEALSOLUTIONS 4, smokester 5. It all comes down to Crystal Maze, whether smokester can get the 6-4 win, or I can pull off a 5-5 split. What do we do if it's a 5-5 split? I don't know. Maybe we do another best of 10 to see who is the ultimate victor. Who knows? But Crystal Maze will be the last map. I've played it a few times, so I'm looking forward to it. But until next time, take care. See you later.